First off, let me introduce you to Team Jade: Whitney Hembry, Ginger Holly, Shiny John, Todd Turner, and I'm Greg Hembry. Our team chose an article that was published in January 2013 at entrepreneur.com entitled "Making the Cloud Work for Your Business." The article is an edited excerpt from the book Cloudonomics by Joe Weinman. The book provides details and explanations on how businesses can strategically use the cloud to generate profitable revenue and deliver benefits to clients and customers. First, let me provide a working definition for the cloud. The cloud is short for cloud computing and is defined many ways. Weinman uses the following mnemonic to define key characteristics of the cloud: a common infrastructure, location independence, online accessibility, utility pricing, and on-demand resources. We will discuss in this presentation how the cloud is being used to benefit businesses in the following areas: adding competencies, build conversations, connections, and communities, expand capacity, allow collaboration, competition, and crowdsourcing, enable commerce and clearing, improve cash flow, and improve the customer experience. The cloud may help a business add a competency that it does not have. The nature of the cloud makes it a great equalizer between large and small companies. One trademark of the cloud is that it is scalable. The scalability allows a small business to buy computing capabilities that would be cost prohibitive if it had to purchase hardware, software, and services the traditional way. The cloud now offers highly sophisticated services and capabilities that a few short years ago would be available only to those companies able to invest significant capital in IT. An example from the accounting world is the preparation of income tax returns. Within the past couple of years, cloud-based tax services are now available on a pay-per-use basis, making very sophisticated software available to small accounting firms and even sole practitioners. They are now able to offer a wider array of tax services since they no longer have to make large capital outlays. Another example is the airline industry. A company named FlightStats has carved a niche using cloud-based services that it provides to airline customers. FlightStats analyzes flight schedules, weather patterns, and flight delays from around the world and provides this information on a business-to-consumer basis to travelers who sign up for the service. The traveler receives alerts when delays are expected, giving them advance notice of a disruption in their travel plans. Many of the airlines also private label this service and provide it to their customers.
Thank you, Greg. My name is Whitney Hembry, and I'll be discussing how the cloud can build conversations, connections, and communities. What is cloud communication? Cloud communication fosters connections between those that have shared interests, values, and goals. This type of communication stimulates conversations, discussions, and idea sharing that may not be possible if individuals are not locally connected. In the past, geographic boundaries limited communication. With this new form of collaboration, distance is no longer a boundary. Individuals or teams can connect easily, even with miles between them. Collaboration tools and virtual teams now allow us the ability to share information and work together in entirely new ways. Cloud communication also spans across the globe, connecting people and creating bonds through enhanced collaboration tools. Real-world relationships are further enhanced by online communities. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Classmates.com are just a few examples of websites that encourage online sharing, relationship building, and networking. Online communities are available for a variety of interests and purposes, from helping you kickstart your career to reconnecting with high school friends after many years. Companies also use online communities to generate customer feedback and build loyalty for long-term customer relationships. Unlike ever before, customers can feel connected to the brands they like and communicate directly with that brand. They can share their preferences and obtain more information about their favorite products. Online communities can be centered around location, interests or hobbies, and stage of life. Sometimes real relationships lead to online connections. But more and more, online connections start first and connect individuals before they ever meet in person. The cloud can also expand capacity for storage, memory, and computing. Cloud computing requires less software and memory on personal computers since information, programs, and memory can be stored in the cloud. It is also attractive to companies. Instead of investing in necessary software for each employee computer, the trend is now moving toward making these programs available through the cloud. Other benefits of this type of cloud communication are that it saves costs on computer hardware, provides flexibility for businesses, and information can be accessed from almost any location. Many other tools have been created to enhance collaboration between employees. Programs like SharePoint and Citrix are just two examples. SharePoint allows employees to share documents online and make changes instantly. Citrix provides online access to employee desktops from any location. Cloud collaboration creates better efficiencies and productivity for employees.
Thank you, Whitney. Hi, everyone. My name is Shiny. Let me continue with the advantages of cloud computing for small business. Another advantage of cloud computing for small business is that it allows a collaboration, competition, and crowdsourcing. Collaboration. Collaboration and competition are closely related. Participants communicate with each other and share spaces with transient and permanent artifacts. In collaboration, however, goals are aligned. In competition, they are opposed. Multiplayer online games are a blend of both collaboration and competition. Participants collaborate with each other to best other teams in games such as World of Warcraft. A cloud approach can provide competitive incentives that can match unique problems with a handful of people globally who might be able to solve them. For example, teams of PhDs solve problems by designing algorithms that crunch large data sets. Another example would be EdisonNation.com offers contests to design retail products such as bench furniture. Coming to crowdsourcing, the action of outsourcing a task to the undefined public is recognized as crowdsourcing. A famous example of crowdsourcing is the Netflix Prize, where Netflix invited people to improve their collaborative filtering algorithm to predict user ratings for films and offered a $1 million prize for it. For example, if you like the movie The Matrix, but also The Notebook, would you enjoy The Shining or The Big Chill more? Improving the quality of movie recommendations is important, since watching a stream of enjoyable movies helps ensure customers remain with the service. In other contexts, better recommendations increase upsell revenue.
Thank you, Shani. This is Ginger Holly. An additional benefit for small businesses using the cloud is enabling commerce and clearing to occur, both quickly and efficiently. By this, the author is referring to the way the seller and the buyer can be brought together. The end result is a matchup of people in the right market. From ancient times when people went to the marketplace to gather and exchange ideas and sell their goods, our marketplaces evolved into storefronts and malls, and now, in many cases, have become virtual, with the cloud further facilitating these changes. No longer is there a need to gather physically to exchange ideas. Rather, this too has become an online market where people gather to foster innovation services. From the banks in London, who had employees walk from one bank to another in order to exchange money for notes they held from banking activity, the London Clearing House emerged as the hub of such activity. After making its way to New York and later becoming the way all banks conducted business, this too evolved over the years into more updated versions of banking electronically. But today, with the options available to connect in so many ways, at any time, a transaction can be completed instantaneously without ever going to a bank or speaking with a person. Data storage is another option that the cloud offers to businesses although businesses must consider their own specific needs before determining if the cloud storage features are affordable. This might include the amount of information to be stored, along with the cost and the possible integration of other software. The cloud can definitely improve cash flows for small businesses and other startups with limited cash. By turning what could be upfront capital expenditures into regular operating expenses, companies are better able to conserve the cash flow by using the cloud. A former Motorola executive, Phil Bowers, points out that in evaluating the cloud versus doing everything in-house, one might not see a significant difference in the total spend. However, cash flow is definitely improved by the lower startup costs of using the cloud.
Thank you, Ginger. My name is Todd Turner, and I'll be talking about ways the cloud can help improve the customer experience, followed by our closing and final thoughts. In today's business environment, cloud computing is a valuable tool available in order to improve customer experience and overall level of satisfaction. 3 areas of improvement may include geography, increased speed, and better accuracy. Numerous geographically based clouds allow for data storage to be located closer to the customer or end user, reducing time needed to access stored content. With more locally available cloud storage and continued advances in technology, both speed of computing and retrieval from cloud continues to increase. In today's culture, faster usually equals a happier customer. Likewise, with real-time updating, accessibility to the cloud, and data incoming from almost unlimited sources, information is more real-time and more accurate than ever before. While the cloud can most definitely improve the customer experience, the type of experience can vary greatly based on customer strategies, timing, and differing perspectives. For instance, one company may be looking to utilize cloud computing in order to better secure sensitive information, while another may be intending to leverage the increased speeds and versatility which cloud computing can offer. It may simply be looking for a more cost-effective method for data storage and retrieval. The versatility is one very important characteristic which makes cloud computing so powerful. In closing, successfully utilized cloud computing should increase efficiencies, ultimately reducing infrastructure and computing costs. This may in turn lead to increased profitable revenue. Advances in cloud computing are truly helping level the playing field for businesses. Businesses that strategically employ cloud computing now have greater resources and potential than ever to help them to better meet client and customer needs. Whereas robust computing power, storage, and data accessibility was once reserved for larger companies with substantial investment capabilities, cloud computing has helped to make the playing field more level for both large and small businesses alike. In addition, the cloud is allowing businesses to gain more information more quickly and in more real time than ever before. Increased speed and accuracy of information is allowing small and large businesses the capabilities to make more informed decisions and therefore collaborate to better compete in an already competitive landscape while building strong brand equity. Ultimately, the cloud should help companies to run more successful and profitable operations. As ease and speed of communication, collaboration, competition, and use of technology increases, the cloud will continue to change and enhance each of our lives. People and businesses will continue to become more interconnected, further globalizing the world and effectively reducing or removing boundaries such as geography and culture. The removal of such barriers will allow for less obstructed and more productive communication in areas of business, personal, and globally important issues such as medical advancements and humanitarian needs. As stated back in 1997 by one of the most well-known technological visionaries of our time, Steve Jobs of Apple, he said, "I don't need a hard disk in my computer if I can get it faster. Carrying around these non-connected computers is Byzantine by comparison." Thank you for listening to our presentation.